Welcome to the XIII Final Fantasy XIII-2 review. After almost completing Final Fantasy XIII and being a pretty big Final Fantasy fan, I felt compelled to at least pick this one up and give it a shot. Now, I wasn't really impressed with 13, so my expectations weren't too high to begin with, but after the first hour or so, I was hooked. Final Fantasy XIII was quite linear. 13-2 is still linear, but not to the extent of its predecessor. If you have played Final Fantasy XIII, you will notice that the events in 13-2 take place after that of 13. The story revolves around Sarah and Noel. As you may know, Sarah is Lightning's sister, and Noel is a time traveler from the future that has gone back into the past to try and change his own future. The story consists of going through different time periods in the Final Fantasy universe. You'll need to find items called artifacts to unlock portals to different alternate timelines. Each timeline will consist of new side quests, which I found to be a good distraction from the story and will help you level up. I won't go into a great deal of detail here because I don't want to ruin it for you. The gameplay in Final Fantasy II is based upon an open world, where you roam and explore the time and your alternate time periods that you've unlocked throughout the game. Moving around I found quite easy with the analog controllers, and also the menu system I found really quite easy to navigate. The combat system is based around ATB gauges that build up over time. With this combat system, you can select automatic classes where the computer will choose for you, or you can do it all yourself manually. Your leveling system consists of earning Chrysogen points. You can earn these after each battle you win. Once you've got enough of these points, you can allocate all these points to a job that you want to level up. When you start the time, you have 3 roles available to you: Ravager, Commando, and Sentinel. You earn extra classes as you progress through the game, and these classes are Medic, Saboteur, and Synergist. Now you play as 2 characters during the course of this game, Sarah and Noel. You also have a third member, your little monster. The little monster kind of reminds me of Pokemon, but that's another story for another day. Now you can level this little guy up in your party as well. After a few monster fights, you will capture that monster, and each monster has his own battle classes also: your Ravager, Commando, Sentinel, Medic, Saboteur, and Synergist. These you can level up as well. You level these up by using your items you acquire from battles, or you can alternatively buy them in the store. You have battle parties called paradigms. Here you can switch roles between combat situations to adjust to the battle itself. These are handy if you're in a boss battle where you need someone to do a specific role like heal or tank. During your cinematic events, you'll be offered a dialogue tree to choose either a response or a question. You'll also have your combat events that consist of moving the analog sticks, hitting certain buttons as they pop up on the screen to avoid attacks or to attack. Overall, the controls in the game were quite easy and smooth to use, and not once did I find them confusing at all. In my opinion, the graphics in 13-2 are just as gorgeous, if not more so, than those graphics in 13. The detail in the background is bright and stunning, and the characters are quite realistic.
Are you okay?
It has that real anime feel to it.
Yeah. Gotta go.
Okay.
Shoot.
The soundtrack in 13-2 is one of the best I've heard in an RPG in quite a while. You have vocal ballads playing while you're running around. The music is great and generally suits the moments of the game. Sometimes though I did notice that the music was quite random compared to what you were doing at the time. and after a while it does get a bit monotonous and it feels like somebody has a CD in there on repeat and you just want to smash it. The voice acting though is one of the best features of the game. Sometimes it goes a little bit overboard with the dramatics, and it is wise to have the subtitles on, but it is really quite good. So in conclusion, Final Fantasy XIII-2, in my opinion, tries to make up for some of the shortfalls in 13. This is noticeable in the story and the gameplay. It does succeed here, and a few minor tweaks here and there just make 13-2 that much better than 13. So if you enjoyed 13, go grab yourself a copy of 13-2, sit back, relax, play the game, you'll love it. Thanks for checking out our review of Final Fantasy XIII-2 from all the crew here at MKAU. Can't wait to catch you next time.